Hello! Today we're going to be covering two of our most popular endpoints for gathering fundamental data. The first one will be historical data for company, and the second one will be our standardized financials API. To take a look, we'll start at the documentation homepage and scroll down to the left under standardized and as-reported financial statement data. Here you'll find both endpoints. The first one, historical data for company, will return historical values for a given tag or data point as far back as we have history. Typically, history does go back until around 2007 if the particular company was established then and did submit their data via XBRL to the SEC. If we scroll down, we can take a look that we will need a ticker or identifier. This can be a CIK, a ticker, or an internal Intrinio ID. You'll also need to know which data tag or data point you're looking for. You're able to sort the data by daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly frequency, and then you're also able to isolate specific fiscal years, quarters, or just see the trailing 12-month. Now if we take a look down here, you can see we have sample data for Apple's market cap. But if we scroll up and switch to live data, let's go ahead and take a look at Tesla. Perfect. There we go. We see the market cap for Tesla as far back as available. If you'd like to see this in something bigger than this window, you are able to copy the whole entire URL and paste it into your browser or plug it into whatever application you're building. One thing to point out, this endpoint will only work for companies. If you'd like information on other securities such as ETFs, you will need to use the historical data for security endpoint. Here, we can take a look at the adjusted close price example for SPY. If I go ahead and run that, once again, we do have the information going back as far as possible. One thing to note that since equities such as ETFs do not submit a 10K or 10Q to the SEC, we may not have specific data points you might be looking for. Please feel free to contact customer success with any questions about this. Now, the second endpoint we'll take a look at that's most popular is our standardized fundamentals endpoint. Using this, you can pull all of the data tags from a particular SEC filing. So if we scroll down, you will first need to form an ID. This ID is made of a ticker, the statement name, date, and year. So if we scroll down to our example, you can see we have an example here of Apple's income statement from 2008, quarter one. If we switch to live data, you're able to update this with various items. So for instance, let's take a look at the balance sheet instead of the income statement. But we will keep 2018 quarter one. If we pull that, here we see a sample of all of the data tags that are available on this particular statement. This is an excellent endpoint to use if you need more than one particular data point. So for instance, with this endpoint, you are able to query 3 different statements, the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statements, as well as calculations. Well, I hope this helps get you up and running as quick as possible, and for any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your support team.